And like I'm saying, these people, that they really understand these technical things much better than I do, and they can explain this stuff to you much better. But my theory is they know more than I do. Listen to them. It's like going to a doctor. The doctor knows more than you. Listen to the doctor. And it's the same thing with these chemicals, and we're working with things, I don't really understand them that well, but a lot of people do, and just follow their instructions, what they're saying to do for safety reasons and that. So anyway, like I said, I don't like these chemicals on my hands. I'm going to put a little in the thing, and I use these things here. I always have some. So we're going to do this. Put this stuff all over here. I don't know what it does, but it's something that doesn't work. You can't get the solder to stick if you don't use this flux stuff. And they have a lot of different kinds, you know. Some work better than others, that's for sure. You know, I'm just trying to coat this thing. You have to put enough on too so it'll work. And if the solder isn't sticking to this stuff, you gotta flux it. Just the nature of the beast. Just the way you have to do it. I think I did it pretty good. Of course, I never do anything perfect, but try and do good, you know. Okay, so now let's tin it on this side. And tinning means just a light coat of solder. That's basically what I think it means. I believe that's what it means. Let's see, where the hell is this? Where's the solder? And you know, there's lead in solder now. I believe this one is, let's see, what is it? Oh, I've got 50-50 right now. Now, some solders are better for certain things than other things. This one I find works okay. And again, okay, we're going to start now. And this iron gets really hot, so I don't use it for a lot of things, but this is something I will use it for. Okay. You don't need a lot of solder on here. This is the back side, but it has to be tinned, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm right. See, it's not sticking there. I don't know why. I maybe didn't get enough of this stuff, or I don't know. But it ain't working. So you tin it. I mean, you flux it. You're going to have fun with fluxing. You're going to have fun with solder. You really are. Let's just tin as much as we can, and then when it's done, we'll go over what part we didn't get very good. I'm blowing this away because I don't want to breathe these stinky fumes. They're not good for you. See, I'm trying to keep it by this machine that takes up this fume stuff. I don't want to breathe these fumes in. This stuff gets really hot, like 400 degrees or something like that, or hotter. And, but it does cool pretty fast, but don't touch it. You'll burn yourself like there's no tomorrow. Ugh. You know, be very careful with when you're doing this. It's not for children. Definitely is not for children. You know, I would not suggest somebody under 14 or 15 doing this. Now, maybe some people know their children can do this, but I don't know. All I know is that you can get burnt really badly with this stuff. So be very careful with it. And like I'm saying, you're working with chemicals all the time. You know, you want to, you know, keep it where nobody gets hurt. Okay. Let's see the spots I missed. I'm going to go over that with the flux and see if we can get a little bit better tinning on it. There. See there. See there. There. Just tinning it as best I can. Sometimes I'll show you some other things that I've learned to do with solder. Solder is really a wonderful material. You can make a lot of beautiful art with solder. You really can. Okay, now a little more solder on here. You see how it's now taken to these spots where it didn't take before? Because I put that, what do they call that stuff again? Flux stuff on it. Why this iron is running too hot. It really is. There we go. And watch this. See the solder? Can you see this? The solder will follow the heat. See? Solder will follow the heat. And we've got a flux in there better. We didn't flux good enough there, so let's flux again. See? Solder will follow the heat. See that? Okay, watch. Solder just follows the heat. Okay. Let's see where else we got a solder here. Let's see. Be careful, this stuff is hot. The whole piece is hot now. Get burnt. You can't see it, but I can. I'm soldering along the edge here. You know, to get it. I see how I missed a lot of spots. I see it better with different lights and that. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over. We're going to solder this side of it. Okay, let's put the flux all over this piece. And it's wanting to move around. It's okay. We'll flux as good as we can. I'm hoping you can see this. You know, I'm sorry, I'm getting engrossed what I'm doing and not paying attention to see if you can see or not. I do apologize, but you know, I have to do what I have to do too. And I don't want to get burnt. I don't want to set a bad example to you folks that maybe have never soldered. You know, that you got to be real careful with this stuff. You know. we'll see. Now let's start having fun with solder. Okay. Boy, this thing is just running so hot. That's why this thing is look at it, blue hot. Boy, let's start over here, huh? Should be a little bit easier. You see that? And now those fumes are going in the machine. That vent thing, that's what you want. And you don't want too much of this solder on here right now. But we will resolder this with the cooler iron where I have more control. This is just really very hot. But I wanted to cover a lot of territory where the other one I will, you know, just be putting the teeth on and stuff like that, so, you know, it'll be more precise than this. This is just kind of helter-skelter. And this thing is so dirty. Like the way it's so dirty. Usually they're not this dirty. I don't know what's going on here, but see, it's getting black. I don't know why. Maybe it's too hot. Got that thing I should maybe put on this thing too. It's too hot. Fumes. Ugh. Ugh. This is so, I don't know why it's so dark. Usually not, doesn't do this, but I don't know, maybe the tip is getting old or something. I don't know. So icky. So now I'm having trouble with this. Well, I guess we need more flux. Just doesn't want to solder there, so that means it needs more flux. The edges are always hard to do, and you got to watch out. This stuff rolls, and you don't want this ball of hot solder rolling right in your lap, so be careful. Yes, that can happen. Yeah. Let's see if I can make this thing happen now. Okay, we're finally getting something done here now. Right there. Maybe a little piece here. Maybe some soldered, maybe a little here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Nothing perfect. Pretty good. Okay. I'm going to unplug this iron. I don't like the way it's misbehaving. So dark. I don't know what's going on with it. But move it. And plug in the other one. And now I'll show you this one. This was an expensive one, and I've got it at $360, you know, and it goes 310, 360, 410, 460, 540, 240, and 310. 240 over here. I don't know if you can melt the solder with it. See how this looks? That's how it looks when it's cold, you know. I'll plug it in and it'll heat up right away. Okay. What I'm going to try and do is I need to cut some teeth Come on, you need teeth here. You need little teeth. So let's go cut some teeth. I'll get a thing to cut with. Okay, let's cut some teeth out. See, I'm gonna cut these pieces up here. See that? I got the cutters here. Trying to move them both sides. Cutting up teeth here. You know, I wonder what dentists think of these kind of teeth that this animal had. A little cannolis, you know. And they can tell a lot about an animal by its teeth, its origin, and stuff like that. You know, they had molars, or I don't know, things that I don't totally understand. You know, but the dentists do, and these people that study all these different animals and stuff like that, they understand that, how important what your teeth are. It's very important. You know, and it's important for your health too to have healthy teeth. Really is, because I think that if you have poison in your mouth, it runs through your body. It's not good for you. So take care of your teeth. Brush them. Go to the dentist. Otherwise, you're going to have teeth like this. Missing teeth. Teeth aches. Oh my goodness. Toothaches hurt so much. You never want one of them. I had them when I was a kid. It's before they had fluoride in the water. And the fluoride in the water really helps the children where they don't have so many cavities anymore. And boy, I'll tell you what, those cavities hurt. It's unbelievable how much pain you are in with the toothache. You'll be crying real quick, and you won't even be able to sleep. A toothache really, really hurts a lot. So, I wonder if we got enough of this. Well, we'll cut up a couple more. You know, better to have too much than not enough, you know. It's like food. Then you get fat, but that's okay. I'd rather be fat than skinny because I don't have any food. So, yeah, how lucky are we? Our poor are even fat. We're so lucky. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have fun putting these teeth in now, I think. Well, okay, see, it's not hot anymore, but be very careful. What we want to do is flux again. And, oh, I'll plug in this one, the smaller one now, and it'll start to heat up. Just be careful with these soldering irons again. They're wonderful machines, but they're also dangerous. Yeah. I'm plugging it in, the littler one that heats up. And I've got it at, what did I say? 360. You know what? I think I'm going to try for 310. I think I'm going to lower the heat on this one. And let's let it warm up a little bit, you know. And we're going to try and, you see, when I did this one, I made bumpy. And I think I'm going to do that again. I don't want to leave it this way. See? And it'll actually make it firmer to the piece. That's what we're going to do. So, let's see where we are. I don't think this is warm enough yet, so. And see how the solder is melting on there? See that? Yeah. Well, I'm going to warm up a little bit more. I don't know what temperature solder melts at, but I know it does. Okay. And my instruments here, they get rusty because I think of the chemicals that I'm using all the time with them. I think that does have something to do with it. Because my husband says, why are these things? The only reason I can think of is that the chemicals that I'm working with all the time make them like this. Where they rust and get icky and stuff like that. So. And that other thing, let's see how dirty this is. It shouldn't have done that. I think I should have put the rheostat on there. I think it was just way, way too hot. But I don't remember it running this hot. I've got a rheostat, and what that does is it controls the heat, and I didn't have it on there. I hadn't used that for a long time. But anyway, the rheostat would stop it from getting all this black stuff on it, I'm assuming. I'm cleaning it as good as I can with the flux. Flux will clean it off. I'm going to put some more here. It's the cleaner side of the stuff. It's cleaning it pretty good, I think, anyway. Getting away rid of a lot of this black stuff, icky. I don't like that so black. I guess it's just so hot. And like I'm saying, they've got some people on YouTube channels and they know all this real technical stuff. I don't. I just try and say, if they say don't do something, I listen to them. I don't always understand why, but I do listen to them. I've taken several classes in glass and that, And I'm not saying not to experiment with glass. Yes, experiment. Now see, this is pretty hot. I'm cleaning the tip. Look at how nice that tip looks. It's nice and silvery. Okay, now. Let's just put some. Let's see what we're going to get. Yeah, see, we're getting a lot more control with the solder. And that's what I want. Not just to tin it. I wanted, see how nice that looks? Can you see that? I hope you can. See how nice that looks? And again, I don't want it all smooth. It's a skeleton, is basically what it is. It's an old one, too. An old skeleton of an animal that's been dead for millions of years. Look at that. Even though I soldered there, it doesn't want to. Well, we're going to leave those holes in there because I think it adds some interest. Now, sometimes when you're soldering, you want it all nice and smooth and that. This ain't one of them. But, sometimes you want it real nice and smooth. And I'll show you, I've done things like that, too. And it turns out lovely. It's really pretty. Let me show you some tricks with solder that I've done. I've made trees with solder. Oh, they're just lovely. Just lovely. Just lovely. And we're going to put that, what do they call that stuff there? We're going to patina this stuff. I don't want to cover up the holes because I think that's interesting, the holes. And see, even though this isn't perfect, I like that. I don't know if you can see it, but I like that because it's, you know, a dinosaur. How clean do you think his bones were when they found him? Or her, I don't know which one she is. Bones are male or female. Don't know. But I did go in Chicago. They've got the Museum of History, and they had the dinosaurs there. And I took 1,000,000 pictures of them. Oh my goodness, it was a beautiful experience going there and seeing them. I had seen Sue when she had first arrived in Chicago with my father, many years ago. And I wanted to do this piece again with the metal. You know, like I'm saying, I wanted to do it with metal, but but I still wanted to do a dinosaur. Even though I couldn't do it with the metal that I wanted to, I still could do it, you know. And I used glass instead. You know, that's okay. You get an idea, you just run with it. And so many times the beautiful glass will just make you want to do things, you know. Like the background of this piece is, you know, is really beautiful. And it's just all leftover glass that I had. Okay, I want to make this a little more sturdy here. And you see how I'm not making it very smooth. I don't want to do that. See, I'm just kind of touching it and letting the solder do what the solder wants to do. Because I'm going to put the teeth in, so I want some extra there. And I want some more here, too. I don't like, it's too smooth. You know, I like it better rough. Make it look more like, man, super antique, huh? Millions of years old. See how the solder isn't perfect in here? That's what I want. I want the solder to be not perfect solder. You know, this is, you know, just to give it texture and interest, and that's where I'm going with this stuff. And then when I put the black patina on it, well, it's going to be gorgeous. Well, for a dinosaur. We're going to make a beautiful dinosaur, huh? Put a necklace on her. That'd be cute, huh? A necklace on the dinosaur. Why not? They dress up dogs. I don't know how much the dogs like being dressed up, but they love to make their mommy and daddy happy, so that makes them happy. That makes the doggies happy. It's how they roll. Wonderful companions. Wonderful. You see how all that texture, doesn't it make it more interesting than smoother down here? I think so. And if you don't like it and you want your dinosaur smoother, that's the way you make them. There's no rules here. I'm just showing you what I do. You know, that's what I find interesting to do, how I like to do things. You know, see, I don't like that's too, yeah. I like that better. Okay. See, I'm making the dinosaur skin. I guess that's what we're doing here. It's kind of gnarly. That's okay. Another dinosaur. Gnarly looks good. Something too smooth looks like something to eat. See how interesting that's getting to be? Yeah. Isn't that interesting? See? Now, when I put it on the side, less heat is hitting, so it's going to be a smaller glob on there. If I put this, I might have a bigger glob. If I go like this, you see how it's smaller? Or in just a short period of time, you can change it. You know, see here, I don't like this. This ain't globby enough to me. So, just do it the way you want it. You know, see, here, let me show you this. Watch what see how it'll make little pokies? Can you see that? You can do that too. And that would be a different technique for something else, you know, decorative soldering and that. I'll show you that too. I like to do that too. It's interesting. See how much texture you can put on this, the beast, you know, the monster, whatever you want to have some teeth come at you. That'll be a monster. I don't think it's beautiful. Okay, I want to put a little more around the mouth so I can put these teeth in, you know. See how the solder follows the heat? See, I'm trying to put an extra amount here, so when I put the mouth on, the teeth in, it'll look good. Okay, now what we're going to do is, these things I've got to put some flux on. We'll be fluxing. Let's just put this here. Okay, we'll get rid of some of this extra stuff. Usually I have tweezers with me, but right now I don't have them, but they're over there somewhere. Okay, let's see what we have to do is flux all these little bits. So let's do that. We'll be fluxing and fluxing. Let's see, what the heck can we put the flux in? Let me get something to be fluxing in. Okay, I got this nice little thing. Oh, better wipe it off. Awfully dirty. There. Let's just put. Okie dokie, sorry, chocolate. Let's put some of this stuff in there. Oh, I don't know, can you see what I'm doing? I put the flux in here for these little pieces, so hopefully it covers them pretty good. Okay, now, what we have to do is then, we gotta flux these things. Put the solder on them. Gotta solder them now. Tin them or whatever the heck we call them. That has to be done. Okay. And we want to separate them when we do this because they'll all stick together. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Can you see it? Yeah, I guess you can see what I'm doing. Sorry if I'm not having the camera on me when I'm doing very good. I apologize. I'm not really a technical person. I like technology. I'm just not good at it. You know. But it's such an interesting thing, new thing. Glass is a very, very old thing, but they're discovering new and new things about it. How things they didn't even know about glass and how they're utilizing it in different ways in that. So, okay, let's kind of flux these things, or whatever. Patina them, no, I forgot. Tin them, that's the right word. I want the right word. Let's tin them. Let's see if we can get these things to tin. I'm going to turn this up 1 degree, or one thing, because I'm trying to tin these things. There. Let's tin this one. This stuff. It's a little tedious, but that's okay. A little. I hope it'll take the patina. Well, let's see. Should. I think that'll look a little bit better. I'm getting it a little hotter. Where the heck is something better? Yeah, good stuff. Sometimes it works pretty good. I always have trouble with these things. I don't know why. I thought I put enough patina and dunk it in there. And, it's not flux. Chemicals. I guess I didn't get enough of it on rats. I know it doesn't look like fun, but the end result is going to be great, I think. My opinion. Making this, and again, if you're making free-form art, nobody else's opinion matters but yours. It's your art. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process of making it. You know, it's a lot of fun. I don't know why these things don't stick better. I don't know. Now we're going to see what's going on here. Now, let's see. See if we can get these puppies to stick. What's going on with the beast? Alright, let's put this in there. Okay, let's see if we can get anything in here. A tooth now. Okay, we got one tooth in. Oh, let's see, can you see that? Wait, let's bring this thing over here a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Where are we going? Here we go. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry if I didn't have these things in properly. I apologize. Again, this stuff is a little bit, you know, I've never done these. Just new to this kind of stuff. There we go. I'm going to dunk all these things in this stuff again. I don't know. Let's try and make his teeth close together too. Okay. What's a mess here? Smaller one, this one here. Okay, now you see, I'm not going for pretty here. Not that I could, but you see what I'm doing? I'm just trying to give poor person, this poor dinosaur, some teeth. Gonna have a lot of fun making the teeth. Look at how much fun this is. I mean, we're starting to rock and roll now. With teeth making. Dinosaur teeth making. Well, that one's a little crooked. Oh, wow. That one got a crooked tooth. Yeah, let's see if we can do this a little bit better. There we go. Let's see. That's still crooked. I'm going to get a smaller thing to, as these teeth are going to be close together. I don't want them spaced too far apart. It's better when they're closer together. There's a nice thing. Okay, I got these things here. Let's see which one will work better. Because I don't want them so far apart that it doesn't look right, because it looks better if they're close together, I think, anyway. Let's see what we can do here. I think the other one might work better. Let's see if this one works better. Maybe I got a little better grip on it. No. Where's the other one? We got another one too. You know, you just got to get the right tool for the job. That's all there is to it. Let's see if this one works. Okay, can you see that? We're doing pretty good with these teeth. Whizzing along. We're just whizzing along. I don't know, I put this stuff in there, dunk it in the chemical, and it still don't work. I don't know. What do I know? Like I'm saying, there's people that know a lot more about this technical stuff than I do. I'm not a technical person, but you have to do some technical things to do things right, you know? Oops. Look at that beast. It's not on the inside. See, doing the teeth takes some time, but it's the end result. I mean, it's all about the teeth too, ain't it? You know, let's look at it. Ah. Oopsie, where'd it go to? I don't know where it went to. Well. Sorry, I'm engrossed in what I'm doing. As we're getting close to the end here. Just, we'll clean it up real good, and then I'll put the black patina on it, and we'll see which one we like better. You know, which one we like better. Because I think they both look good. I see the fumes coming my way. I blow them away. Don't want them on in my breath. Oh, I see one where it landed. We're going to put more solder up here too when we're done. Oh boy, Margie. Making a mess. Okay, I want the little bit shorter ones here. A little bit shorter. These little things are hard to do, and these real thin things, they just, I haven't had good luck doing those at all. But sometimes they just all stick together, and you know, the solder, let's do this like this. I think we need one more little one there. Just a baby one. Okay. Be careful with the soldering iron. Don't poke yourself in the eye with it. There we go. Now see, that's there. The piece is there somewhere. Just like that. Okay. Nice set of teeth there. Now we'll put some teeth on the bottom too. Let's put the long ones in the center. Oh, what do you think? I don't know. Should there be some here too? I don't know. Where's those pictures? Huh. Yeah, we're going to put teeth there too. Turning it around so I can work on it a little bit better. Oh, devil you. Why are you doing this to me? Put some more solder here. Just because I want to. See how I'm just kind of filling it in a little bit more so it'll have a little more to grab onto. And we'll put some more here because we got a big ridge here. I want to get rid of that ridge. But you got to do a little at a time because it gets so hot, you know. Trying to get the longer pieces for the middle. We have to cut more, we'll cut more. I'm getting excited now. I'm getting excited. We're getting close. We're getting close. Getting close. See, we gotta wait for it to, it's getting a little hot now. When I fill in this ridge here, I think I'm gonna turn the thing down a bit. Did I turn it down here? It's at 360 now because I want the heat fast, you know. But you gotta be careful too, you know. Still trying for the longer ones in the middle. I think these are a little bit too far apart. I'm going to put one here. Okay, I didn't want to do that, but I did. One of the longer ones here. Let's see if I can get it. Let me just soak them all in there. Easier. There we go. I'm going to turn this down. Yeah, turned it down to 310. I'm going to wait I'm wiping off the sponge to get it clean, and it'll help cool it down a little bit. Hoping that it's a little cooler. Just do this. Just putting it in the sponge. That's cooling it off. Hopefully. Makes it a little easier to deal with this stuff. Oh. I like that. Now, you see how that one fell in there? And it's kind of real crooked, but I like it. I mean, they didn't have dentists back then. They would have ate them anyway if they had them. Open your mouth. I could hear the dentist. Please don't eat me. You're on the menu today. Dentist tonight. Mm. Mm. Yeah, these beasts, I don't know why they don't do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, what do I know? Here, we'll put some shorter ones here. Where'd it go? Where did it land? Ah, it landed there. Can you see? I'm having trouble with this thing. You want to stay with me, huh? Come on. Oh, you beast. You beast! No, I don't know. I'm just having a lot of trouble with this one. I'm going to get another thing to hold it. It doesn't want to be held by that. Okay. Let's see if it's happier with this thing. There we go. Now we need some shorter ones, longer ones, some shorter ones. Okay, here we go. Let's get another little one. See how now I want to put some more short ones in here too on this side. I couldn't change it, and sometimes you let things do what they want to do. Try not to upset it too much. Get some more teeth in here. Arr. Arr. Can't have too many teeth on the dinosaur. That's, I've been told. Well, we got one there, and then we got get any more here. A little trouble with these ones, but that's okay. Boy, I turned down the heat and it's still awful melty. See how melty that is? Put another. Ah, crap. Oops, excuse my French. It's sticking way up there, too high. There. I like that much better. I can get this back where I like it too. Okay, now what I want to do is fill this in a little bit here. So I think I'll put a little more flux on it. Let's get a clean thing. It's so icky. Put a little more flux on it. On here. And then down here. I don't know if this is exactly right, but this is the way I'm going to do it. Do it needs any more teeth? Huh? A couple more teeth here. Well, let's see. I don't think it'll hurt it. More teeth. Well, maybe not. That's the side of his mouth. I think I'm right. Or her mouth, whoever. Let's put some more solder here. Now, when I'm doing this, I don't want the teeth to fall out. And that can happen because this is going to get real hot. So I'm trying not to get it so hot that the teeth start falling out. You know, I'll go a little here. See here? Beast. And then I'll go over here. So I'm not. And then I'll go a little over here. You see? Otherwise you're going to melt everything and it won't have the teeth in there anymore. Now see how this isn't melting like it was before because I turned the temperature up? Let's go here now. Let's go here. Let's go here. You see I'm trying to stay away so I don't melt the teeth out. You know, we went through all that trouble to make the teeth. Let's keep the teeth in the mouth. I'm trying to fill it in so it's not, because it's sticking out too much. So I'm trying to fill it in a little, if that makes sense. There we go. See, now there's a lot here. Trying to fill it in. You know, like I'm saying, I'm not going right next to one another. If you were doing a regular stained glass thing, you would make the bead coming down here. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is keep it as cool as possible, you know, because this is, I don't want the teeth to come out, you know. Toothless Maggie, what kind of dinosaur could this thing be if it didn't have teeth? It's got to have teeth. Gotta have teeth, lots and lots of teeth. There. See that? I don't know if you can see that ridge, but there's ridges here, and I want to get rid of some of these ridges. I don't like them. Well, today I don't. Maybe tomorrow I will. This is going to be real hot for about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to take it to the sink, wash it up, and then put the black patina on. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to put the black patina on the other one. We'll see which one we like better. But it does come down to me, which one I like better. See, I put a lot of solder on these just to give it so much texture and interest to me anyway. You know, people say, how did she do that? Well, you'll know how I did it. You'll know. Let's go here. Fill it in a little more here. Make it a little more interesting. Let's put more up here. Been looking forward to doing this and showing you folks this, but I've been busy. You know, I'm trying to do these videos now, and that's been keeping me pretty busy. Let's see. Let's fill it in a little more here. I think we need some here. Make it a little more interesting. Okay. Hope you like it. Okay. What do you think? Let's take a gander. They both look scary, huh? I hope the teeth stand. You know what? I think I'm going to turn it over. I think I'm going to turn this up a little bit and turn it over and maybe solder it from the other side, the teeth. Make it a little sturdier, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. But you know what? I can't put too much solder here because this is, I want this more flat, so I can't really put a lot of solder here. Let me get rid of that. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to turn this thing off. I think I'm done soldering. Hope you like it. Rinse and tinse and T-I-O. Okay, I'm going to go wash it. See how hot is it? It's still too hot for me to touch it. I'm going to wait a little bit. Wash it. I'm going to show you it. I'm unplugging the soldering iron. Be very careful with your soldering irons. You know, and tin this thing. I think that's what they call it. Put a little more solder on the end when you're done with it. It's supposed to keep it where it works better. I don't know exactly how. Oh yeah, see, that thing is still way too warm. Way too warm. Let me get a paper towel. Here. Now what I'm going to do is get rid of this stuff. You see it kind of got icky? You see that? Kind of got icky. I'm just a dirty paper towel to get rid of it. So I can not put it back in the bottle, because you want to keep this stuff, you know, working properly and stuff like that. So this is clean now. Put it in here. I got that nice and clean. We're done soldering. I can turn off this thing. There. That's still too hot. That's still too warm. Well, when it's not warm anymore. You know what? I'm going to take it there with this thing. That'll work too. Then I don't have to touch it while it's hot. I'll be back. Can you see it's nice and clean? I scrubbed it up with the dish soap is basically what I used is dish soap. Now I want to get rid of this stuff because it's got chemicals all over it. And I'll get other paper that doesn't have chemicals on it. Here, I'll throw this away. It's got chemicals. Okay. Put another piece of paper here. Keeps things a little bit cleaner for me anyway, you know. Do it however you want to do it. Now see, this is nice and clean, and I'm going to put the patina on it. I don't know if it's dry enough. I wish I had one of those cans of air, but I don't. I've been meaning to buy one of them, and I keep on forgetting when I go to the store. So we're going to just paper dry it with the paper towel. See what we get. Okay, now, let's see. I need the black patina. Here it is, the black patina. And again, I just use those Q-tips. That works for me. But if you like a brush, use a brush. I don't think there's any rules that what you have to use, you know, that I would know of. And I like these things I can throw away, you know. I'm going to do this one over again, too. Here, we'll do this one now. So I tried to clean it. I didn't like it black. I thought, oh, maybe it would be better silvery. No. The black is the way to go. Just going to put the black on it again. There's the black on this one. Okay, let's see what you're supposed to do. Always you wipe off the excess that you don't want. Oh, it stinks. I don't like the smell. I'm going to put this thing in. I don't like the smell I'm smelling. You know. See how dark it's getting? Looks good, huh? I think so. And then we'll wipe it off with paper towels, you know, and then I'll throw away all this chemical waste. I don't want it in the house, you know. Icky. Okay, so now we'll do this guy. Kind of liked them all silvery, you know. There we go. There's a little more of this stuff. Oops. Oh, here. And again, this is why I wear these rubber gloves. I don't want these chemicals on my hands. You know, you try and avoid this stuff. We'll let it set for a little bit and we'll take the paper towel. It doesn't take long, as you can see, for this stuff to change colors. You know, pretty fast, you know. Pretty fast. Some kind of acid or something rather that changes the colors of things. These metals. I don't know exactly how it works. I just know that it does. You know, again, keep this stuff away from children and animals. You know, and you be careful with it as an adult. Be very careful with this stuff. You know. And, you know, I've got the things. Make sure you unplug everything. I know one time they were telling me somebody forgot to unplug their iron, and it was on all night. I mean, I don't think that's a safe thing to do. You got to be real careful with these things, you know. But by the same token, I do a lot more with them. You know, it's dangerous just to go with the stove. Think about that. And you got to be careful with that. Well, you got to be careful with these things too. And a kiln and that gets to 1,000 degrees or more. So just, they're wonderful machines. My stove gets to 500. And boy, when I put the stove on 500, we got smoke coming out of the house, and we got the windows open, and you know. Maybe we should have left his teeth silvery, but we didn't. I don't know, they both look pretty good to me. They both look pretty good to me. Like the monsters are. There we go. I think that's pretty good. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now see, I can put this back in because everything is still clean here. Try and keep it clean anyway. Alright, now we'll just take some paper towels and wipe them off and that and see what they look like. And we can start gluing the other stuff down. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. Maybe today. Maybe I can start on it today. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. I think I should do the teeth on the other side. I think so. See, I'm just wiping this off now, trying to get the most of it off of it, you know. to let this dry better, and then I'll buff it up a bit. I've got some things I'll buff it with, you know, to make it look better. I think it's going to be really pretty. I'm glad you guys like this. I'm going to see the finished results. Yeah, see, this one is bigger. I wanted to make it bigger. Let it dry a little bit, and then I'll come back and buff it. See, with the brush. You can't use this on it. Something. I'll show you how I do some things. I wonder if this is dry enough where we could buff it. Let's see again. Let's put another clean thing here, because I want to buff it, make it look nice. And again, this is paper that when I did something on the computer, I got too much of it or something, and I didn't need it, so I did that. Let's see if I can buff this up a little bit. Where the heck is that thing that I'm buffing? Okay, this is what I buff with. I had this old toothbrush, electric one. Look it does a real good job buffing. Yeah, maybe we should wait for it to dry more. I think we're going to wait for it to dry more. We're just getting black everywhere. So I'm going to wait for this to dry more, and then I'll buff it. You'll see what it looks like when it's dry. It's kind of wet, you know. But I think it looks good. You know, we're happy with what we did so far, you know. So anyway, I'll buff it, and then we'll see it on the piece when it's done, you know, and you guys can understand what I did to get it to do this. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed this. This is Margieanne with Margieanne Art, just showing you a little bit of how I do freeform art. Thanks. Bye.